Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland. Tonight we're going to be talking about two former members of my third favorite rock band of all time, Pink Floyd. On one hand we have David Gilmour, and on the other, of course, we have Roger Waters. Now, back in September, David Gilmour released his brand new album, Luck and Strange, a wonderful new album, and it charted to #1 in England, and it was a top 10 seller here in the United States. But on the other hand, we have Roger Waters, who just can't seem to let go of a bad idea. All right, so before we get to Roger Waters, let's get to David Gilmour first. It was in September of last year, 2024, that David released his brand new album, Luck and Strange. Now, the album did very well in several countries, being his third solo album to go to #1 in the UK, and it was even a top 10 album here in the United States. Number 10 on one chart and number 4 on another, both charts validated by Billboard. Now, due to time constraints and circumstances, I was slow to get to this album, I admit, but I've been listening to it for quite a bit lately, and all I can say is this album is absolutely wonderful. The whole album has a very even flow. The song structures are all solid. The lyrics are top-notch, mostly provided by Polly Samson, who has provided lyrics for Pink Floyd in the past, so she has a Pink Floyd thumbprint to her. Of course, David does, but it's on the title track where there's a real Pink Floyd connection on this album. Luck and Strange, the whole song is David building the song structure around a recording from Richard Wright. Now, I gotta tell you, back in the day when Pink Floyd's movie Live in Pompeii first hit the theaters, it wasn't called that then, it was just called Pink Floyd Live. When I watched them perform Echoes, I immediately became a big-time Richard Wright fan. In fact, he was my favorite personality in the band. But there's also a family connection to this album, and it doesn't just stop with Polly Samson. David's daughter, Romany, and his son, Gabriel, both provide backing vocals throughout the album, with Romany even taking lead vocals. David's son, Charlie, even wrote some of the lyrics on one of these pieces. All I can say is this album's gonna rank quite highly on my upcoming video of the top albums of 2024. Now, not to be outdone, Roger Waters has a brand new release coming our way. You see, he's going to be releasing a box set. No, not just a box set, but a deluxe box set. And not even just a deluxe box set. He's going to be delivering a super deluxe box set of his reworking of The Dark Side of the Moon. You remember that release, don't you? That was the release that not a single one of us was asking for to begin with. Now, in the past, I've done a few videos on that exact release. You can find them in my Pink Floyd playlist, but all I can say is I was not impressed one iota with his version of The Dark Side of the Moon. The same reworking that had to be done according to Roger Waters because he wanted it to be done his way after all. He claimed to have written the entirety of The Dark Side of the Moon, and I've done videos disproving that line of bullshit as well, also in my Pink Floyd playlist. So what's going to be included in this brand new Super Deluxe Edition box set? Well, Quite a bit, evidently. It's going to include the album proper, and of course that's 2 LPs. It'll also include the Dark Side of the Moon, Redux, Relax, Give Me Some X-Lax version of the album, the live version, and that'll be on gold disc as well. Oh, but you even get more bonuses. You get a Roger Waters track-by-track video interview on Blu-ray. I can't wait to hear what the guy's got to say. Now you also get 4 10-inch vinyls of the songs Money, Time, Speak to Me, and Us and Them. Now I've already done videos on those specific tracks, and as far as I'm concerned, there ain't much to write home about, folks. Now the whole package is topped off with a 40-page book of photographs from the album, rehearsals, things like that, and initial box set orders will include a signed print by Roger Waters himself. Now, one of the reasons Roger gave, besides, writing the entire original album, which again is bullshit, was he said this. He says, "The memories of a man in his old age are the deeds of a man in his prime." Well, duh, Roger. Eloquently spoken, but what are you getting at? Well, he has more to say on that. He says, "The origin, Dark Side of the Moon, feels in some ways like the lament of an elder being on the human condition." Whatever this guy is, count me in. But basically, the article brings out that Roger Waters says that the lessons, the original intent of the album, evidently didn't sink in to us as a society, and he felt a need to clarify the vision for us. To which I can only reply, once a work is out to you and I, we own that work. And I'm the first to say to any artist, including Bruce Springsteen, and how he walked back Born in the USA, hey brother, it's ours now. We own it. Tap, tap, no freaking erases. Now, I'm a big fan of both of these artists. I just wish Roger Waters would get back to actually creating something that a mass audience might be interested in. Be willing to let the audience get what they want out of the piece instead of you pre-driving what it means to us before we've even heard the damn thing. So in this latest case of Roger Waters versus David Gilmour, I'll have to fine for the defendant and award it to David Gilmour. All right, folks, that's the video for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. That helps get the video into more home feeds. That means extra views, and the channel grows because people find us and they even subscribe to this place. All right? And if you haven't done so, by the way, you've watched a few of my videos, it's such an easy thing to do. All you have to do is hit that subscribe to the tribe button, tap that top bell icon, and you'll be notified of all my future videos. All right, I'm Michael Noland. This is The Bottom Line, and especially in tonight's video, I have to say, the bottom line as I see it. If you disagree with me regarding Roger Waters or David Gilmour, let it be known in the comments, because you know what, folks? It's in the comments where we prove every single time that we are the tribe.